Yeah. Sure, step aside, kid. We're not.
Let's start with Up.
A tier.
S.
A tier for me. I'm sorry, James.
Really? I feel
It's
like Up
good,
is such
but
a
it's not as good
classic.
as the other movies.
No, look,
I
it's
guess
a phenomenal
It's a
movie.
good movie, but it doesn't. It's in
High
Pixar
A?
standards. It's not a great movie.
High
Like,
A.
it's good,
no,
but not.
It's a
It's
great
an A,
movie.
not an S.
A
It's not-
is great.
First-
S is
If-
peak.
Dude, it peaked in the first like 10 minutes where there was a whole scene of when Carl's wife dies, and the rest of it, while very entertaining and stuff, just doesn't live up to the beginning of it with the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It becomes more of a
guess.
standard kids movie. But I enjoyed
Well,
it
I
a lot.
enjoyed
I think
it.
It's a great movie, but for me personally, it's pretty great, but not like the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do we have nothing more to add, or shall we move on to the next one?
Next one.
I guess I'd say I like Doug, and the villain was pretty good.
Yeah.
Doug is funny.
Yeah, Doug was pretty peak.
Toy Story.
Cone of Shame. S tier.
S.
I'd
S.
put
Yes.
it in A.
No.
Yeah, the second and third movie did improve a lot over the first.
Okay, to be fair, like this was Pixar's first movie, and it was very entertaining. It's not as good as the second and third one. I'd put this on low S, but I feel like it's definitely high A or low S. It's just such a
Yeah.
classic.
I would personally put it in A tier because, like, look, I still think it's a very entertaining and fun movie. I really do love it. I love how Woody acts like an absolute douche in the beginning. I think he's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear as well is really funny and entertaining, considering that he thinks that he's an actual space ranger and not like a toy. But then
Yeah.
you get the scenes where it's like, why does he stay static and like a real toy? And when Andy's around, but then when Andy leaves, he's just, regular space ranger.
Right.
Because if he was a toy, because if he didn't think he was a toy, he wouldn't pretend to be a toy. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And
So
also, I think the human beings do actually look a little dated. Like, if you see how the humans look, they look awful. But the toys themselves, they look great because
Yeah.
this was an early CG movie, like
It
fully
was
CGI.
like It was in the 90s that it came out.
1995, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's older than me.
Yeah. I'm alright with leaving it in S tier, but personally,
but
I'd put
low
it in A,
low S.
below Up.
Lower
I'd-
S. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll put stuff before it. Okay.
Yeah.
Monsters University.
I enjoyed that.
I
It's
love
not
that
as-
movie.
It's not as good as the first one though.
No, the first one is like a masterpiece. But
I'd say A.
hmm, for me,
Mm,
I really love the message of the movie. Like, where it's
Yeah.
like, no, is the message where it's like, although you might not be able to do a certain thing that you want to do, that doesn't mean there aren't any other options for you. You
Mm,
know? And I love the character of Mike Wazowski, and I love the scene where Sully literally says straight up, no, you are not scary, not at all, but you are fearless. I think that was just such a wonderful scene.
Yeah.
And I really also loved how it did a lot of world building for the Monsters Inc. universe, because it was like
Yeah.
showing different techniques and different like ways of scaring kids, and like getting power. So I thought that was like really, really entertaining and really cool to see.
Plus,
Yeah.
I've got nostalgia because I played the Disney Infinity thing for it.
bruh.
Yeah. So, but where would you rate it? Would you rate it above Up or below Up?
I think
That's a
below.
difficult one.
I feel like Up is such a classic.
I
Compared
think Up
to
is better.
Yeah. Below Up.
Below Up.
Finding
Finding
Dory.
This
I
is probably
don't-
one of the
don't
most
have-
forgettable ones.
Yeah, I was
I-
gonna say I completely forgot it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like.
watched it.
I don't like it as much as Finding Nemo. I hardly remember Finding Dory.
I think Finding Dory is fine. Like, I don't know, it does a thing where it takes like the sidekick character and makes her the main character. And for me, it's
Yeah.
just like it doesn't work as well with Dory. Whereas in like Monsters University, it made like Mike Wazowski mostly the sidekick from Monsters Inc. That
Yeah.
still worked because he can stand on his own, whereas Dory is just like, I didn't
Just
really
keep
care.
swimming, just keep swimming,
Just keep swimming.
Yeah, I think the biggest weakness of the movie is just that Dory is a forgettable character. In a sense, it's like, well, not forgettable, but like she's not the character that I think should be in her own film.
B?
Yeah, 100% agree. Not B. B's like B for me is like it's good, but like not the best. But I think it's just fine. So I'd say C tier.
Wow. Okay.
Mm,
I agree.
yeah.
It's just whatever. Finding Nemo. No,
S
that's
tier.
way better.
S.
S. It's
I
got
would argue-
Bruno.
Above Toy Story.
Bruno.
I think we can all agree on
Fish
that one.
your friends,
I
not
think-
food.
I think I would have actually put it in A tier, but I would not argue with S tier at all. I think it is a fantastic movie. I think the ocean is a really like wonderful setting for these characters to be in. I really love the whole thing with Finding Nemo stuff and the journey that they all go through. I think it's this is like a road trip movie but done right.
Yeah.
Money.
Again, am I breaking up?
No. Nemo struggles to say anemone.
He's stuck.
Anemone.
I also really like the tank gang as well, like the fish
Yeah.
that Nemo hangs out with. I think they're really
Yeah.
funny. And yeah, it's just a classic, so I'll put it in S tier. But I would honestly put it in A tier. I think maybe it's not as solid as the other ones, but I wouldn't argue with S tier personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
James, what do you
also
think?
biased by nostalgia. I feel like it is S because I also played the PS2 game, but we watched this movie like every day for like a year, I feel.
That's the magic with Pixar, is that even as an adult, you can still enjoy it.
S tier.
S tier, Incredibles. S tier.
S tier. Best. It's
I'll be
the
honest,
best out of the ones.
I haven't seen it, I don't think. So
What? James, The Incredibles is a masterpiece.
I played the PS2 game and I enjoyed that.
I did play the
every
PS2.
bit.
I played the PS2.
I
I
played
didn't
the
finish it.
Infinity one as well. Bro, Incredibles is peak. That was one
I've
of the
seen-
best Pixar movies.
I've seen Incredible 2.
Dude,
Incredibles 2.
The Incredibles 1 is literally probably the most adult kids movie that I've ever seen. And not adult in like a provocative way where they're like
Whoa.
adult scenes, but adult in a way that it's
The mom, the
it's maturity, you know, the maturity of the series. The mom, yeah. Mr. Elastic, better than Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
But dude,
okay.
The Incredibles for me, it's such an amazing movie with an amazing twist villain. Like Syndrome is probably the best Pixar villain in my opinion.
Yes,
And
definitely.
the action scenes are so great, and I also love like the whole concept of the superheroes are outlawed and that
I
they're
read the
basically not
book.
allowed to do
And
superhero.
don't wear capes.
Yeah, and they don't wear capes. No capes. Yo,
Where
Edna
is
as well.
my super suit?
Suit.
Where is my...
Where is my super suit?
Yeah.
You sly dog? You caught me monologuing.
Incredibles 2. It
Very
was a good movie.
disappointing.
it wasn't the best, but it wasn't
remember
as
it.
bad as these other Pixar movies.
I remember the
I'd
book,
put it
the
in
boat.
I'd put it in C tier. I
Um,
wasn't that
B?
fond of it. The villain,
I go for B.
it
Oh, the
feels
villain
less
sucked, but
focused than the original, and the villain sucked like really bad.
I'd go with B.
And it feels unfocused compared to the first movie. Like there's just like Elastigirl's doing her own thing while Bob is just checking out the kids and like doing stuff that's just not relevant to the main plot. And for me, it's just it just felt very rushed and messy, at least in my opinion.
At least it's a lot more memorable than Finding Dory.
Yeah,
That
I'll
is
give it
true.
up. I would say that, but I'd personally put it in C tier.
Okay, guys.
S tier.
S.
Ratatouille S tier.
And
That's
S
the
tier.
best Pixar
S tier.
movie.
I
The
think
best
it's
Pixar movie.
I think it's the best out of all the ones here, but Coco might overtake it for me. But
No,
otherwise,
sorry. Ratatouille is peak. Ratatouille's S tier. It's the
Bruh,
best Pixar
I just
movie.
love when where he like pulls the guy's hair. And then the
Yeah.
scene where the guy eats the food and it gives him memories.
the guy kind of
Yeah.
looks like you, Jason. Not gonna lie.
Ah,
I'm
Dude,
joking.
wait, the chef.
Ratatouille.
It's just the
Ratatouille is
ginger
such a
hair, not the rat,
beautiful-
Jason. The person.
Yeah.
The
No.
ginger.
Also,
No, but
when we go to France, you have to eat ratatouille.
Oh yes, that's one thing I wanted to do. I was gonna talk to you about that.
Bruh.
But dude, Ratatouille is literally such a beautiful movie just about how no matter what situation you're in, you can still do what you want to do, you know?
Even if
anyone
you're
can
in a,
cook.
even if you're a rat on a guy's head, putting him by the hair, telling him what to do.
Yeah, because like it's just and I also love kind of like the Incredibles, like how mature it is as a film, like in a sense that it's not like the rat can talk to the human like in any other kids movies. I like how they do a unique thing around it, and I also really like Linguini. I thought he was a really hilarious and funny character. I
Yeah.
also just loved the villain as well with
Wasn't there a love story
Destinies.
as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I think that was pretty memorable too. And it feels like I don't know if you guys have watched a lot of indie movies, like a lot of low budget movies. One of those low budget
haven't
movies that
really.
you watch that are made by smaller people. No, but it feels kind of like that in a way, where it feels more like a smaller scale personal story. And for me,
Mm.
that's my favorite parts about Ratatouille, and that's why it's my
Once.
favorite Pixar movie.
France. That's all I can say. Baguette.
Oui.
Croissant.
Oui. Croissant.
Croissant.
So you all agree on S tier?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the best in the list, other than maybe Coco.
Oh, we'll
Oh, but
discuss that.
Wally though. Oof.
I know, I was just thinking about it.
Ooh, Wally. Anyway, we get ahead of ourselves.
The
What's the
good-
next one?
The good
C
dinosaur.
tier.
More like the bad dinosaur. This movie
Yeah.
sucks.
Forgettable.
This is probably the most forgettable movie I've ever seen in my life.
I
It is-
know.
It literally felt like a tech demo instead of a movie. Like,
Oh
the characters were so forgettable, the journey was so forgettable, the relationship with the dinosaur and the boy was so forgettable. And James, why putting an S tier? Bro. Overall, it was just a very boring and not interesting movie. I'd honestly put it in C tier, but I'm not very like crazy about it.
I'd put it in D because bad dinosaur.
yeah. Bad dinosaur.
It's not as bad as Disney's Dinosaur though.
It
Like,
was
Disney made a dinosaur
okay.
movie.
It was
Yeah, but then
very,
it's
very. It was bad. I feel like the start of it, the beginning was good, but then it just dragged on, and it was
Very
like,
boring.
As a
Felt
kid, I could
boring.
remember I didn't enjoy it that much.
As a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't even remember what happened in it.
Same.
That
But I
same year.
rewatched it recently, and I still forgot it.
So shall we put it in D?
My heart's saying C tier, but
Mine as
below
well.
It is
It's yeah,
better
but
than
Finding
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 Dory.
Dory. Yeah.
No, I don't think it is better than Finding Dory.
No, it's worse than Finding Dory.
Yeah, I agree. Because at least
Guys,
Finding Dory
Estia.
had a story.
Estia.
the goat.
Estia.
The goat. That's what I'm talking
Chow.
about. That's what it gave me.
He's the
That's why he's the
That's why he's
goat.
the goat.
No,
Okay,
wait,
moving
wait.
on.
Wait,
Moving
I
on.
would not put it above
It's-
Ratatouille.
I think it's just under Ratatouille.
No, above The Incredibles, no ways.
No,
You're right.
Austin.
But
Austin.
Chow.
Cars
Yeah,
was I think everyone's childhood,
It
Yeah,
was.
it was my childhood too.
and it was a
Listen,
flipping good movie.
yes, but you can't. Are you going
Chow.
to compare it to the maturity and the themes of The Incredibles?
Austin, these are
But
kids'
and
movies.
Chow.
No one
Toy
cares
Story.
about the quote-unquote maturity.
Yeah, I do. Like, let me
Bro.
like Cars. Look, Cars is a movie that I watched like a billion gazillion times as a
Same.
kid.
Same,
even
because it's a
then-
good movie.
Even it is, but even then, I would not put it like, but around like above The Incredibles. Like, if you did above Finding Nemo, I wouldn't be happy with that, but I would accept that. But for me, The Incredibles just has a more mature story, amazing action scenes, and just wonderful acting. Whereas Cars, although it's a great movie, it's a bit slow paced at times. Some of the characters can be quite annoying sometimes, and
Austin, can I be
overall-
honest? I can't really fight the argument against The Incredibles because I haven't seen it. But I do feel like Cars has just had such an impact on like just about everyone that is under 20. Everyone has seen Cars.
yeah, but so is the
it's a good
Ratatouille and The
movie.
Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Toy Story.
The story, the lesson, everything about Cars is good.
Look, it is. Although I find the characters to be a bit annoying, I can find the pacing to be quite slow at times. And overall, like, I like the movie a lot. I won't argue with it, but it's not my favorite Pixar movie.
Awesome.
Yes.
Smiling car says ka-chow, and his best friend is a crackhead. What more could you ask for?
Well, I can find that crackhead very annoying in the next
And
one, but
and Austin,
They
if you want to
even
talk
made
about
a
from
game where there were aliens, and there was a part where you were flying because your wheels got like altered, and there was an ambulance section. You need to try out the Cars game, seriously.
Austin,
I mean, I played Driven to Win and the original Cars game as a kid. They were really good games.
Austin, you forget that you talk about mature themes, but you forget that two cars literally flash Lightning McQueen.
Yes.
I feel
And they were
These-
they were escorted out after doing that.
Jason, do you honestly think Cars is better than The Incredibles? I don't think so.
It's such a difficult decision for me. I
Fine,
also
fine,
played
fine.
the Incredibles game, and I just love the
We're not
first
talking about the
level
game.
so much.
Compare
I
them
know.
as movies.
This is so difficult.
Incredibles for me is better.
Ka-chow.
Where is my super suit?
It's ka-chow. Where's my super suit? Ah!
Ka-chow.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, ka-chow,
No, Jason, I am
Incredibles
speed.
wins.
I am
Yes.
speed.
I closed my
Yeah.
eyes and it did like a weird eeny, meeny, miny,
We're
moe.
not,
I didn't know
guys.
which
We're
way my
supposed to
finger was.
decide not for RNG. Then we may as well
Oh, we
RNG
decided
everything.
Incredibles is better than Cars.
Jason has to pick which one he likes more, not eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I'm so torn. I am really torn. I
Which
love
one
them
did you
both.
enjoy more, though? As a
I
kid?
enjoyed both of them. I probably watched both of them just as much. That's the thing.
Da, 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 da,
Make
da,
a list of
da,
things you
da,
like.
da, 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 da. A score for The Incredibles as well.
Okay, Jason, which one has better music?
Oh,
The
I can't
Incredibles.
remember. I can't remember the Cars music.
Life is a
da,
highway.
Da, da,
I'm
da,
gonna
da,
ride it.
da,
Austin,
da,
you're singing
da,
over
da,
me.
da. Okay,
What are
you
you
can
doing?
sing Life's Highway.
The Life is a Highway, and then there's also Life is a Highway. That's the only one I can remember. But I haven't
What
watched
about
the
Real
movie in
Gone
like 10
in the
years.
beginning of Cars, where they play the Real Gone song?
I don't know.
Down, you're gonna crash, baby. It plays at the very beginning when he's
Oh
racing
yeah,
around the
yeah,
track.
yeah. I remember.
That was a good song.
Pick Jason.
Guys, I just have my hands like against my cheeks around my face. I can't decide for the life of me which one is better.
Okay,
Oh,
which one has the better music, Jason? We'll decide on that factor.
Incredibles.
Okay, let's put James put Incredibles above Cars then.
You guys don't
There
have
we are.
taste.
Cars 2 D tier. This movie is garbage. I hate it.
Better than the Good Dinosaur.
I think
No,
it's. I think I agree
No.
with Jason.
no ways. Cars 2 is a very terrible movie.
There we go, fixed it.
How
But
do you
they've
make
got-
a movie
they've
about an
got-
idiot protagonist where everyone around him is a bigger idiot? It does this whole thing where Meta messes up in his spy thing, and then people around him are like, "Oh, he's doing a job. He must be a
Well,
professional."
Austin, at least the Good Dinosaur. I mean, at least it has a more interesting story than the Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, but the story is bad.
Still, it's at least a
It's still more
story.
interesting than the Good Dinosaur. In my opinion, it's actually even better than Finding Dory because I actually know I remember
No.
what happened.
Yeah, look, I remember what happened in Cars 2, but all for the wrong reasons.
But they got James Bond as a car.
You
And
know
they,
what's
have a
funny?
they had a flippin' good game as well.
Oh yeah, the
No,
game
we're
was
not
good.
judging the movies on the games. We're judging it as the movies themselves.
Jason,
Yes.
you know, unironically, I really enjoyed Cars 2 as a kid.
Yeah.
No,
so-
I
liked-
agree.
I just liked
I
the
agree.
movie. I didn't really like when I got older. I didn't really care, but like as I got older, I don't know. I didn't really like it. I don't really like it now. But as a kid, I watched this movie so many times.
No,
I
I
didn't
did as
understand what
well.
on earth was happening. I just saw cars going fast and where was
Koga
it?
Burr.
Cargo
But this
Burr
was
in
the
some.
movie. But this was a movie that really like started the downward spiral for Pixar for me. Like it was the end of an era, like, and it was the start of a new era of Pixar and being like not as good as they once were. Because before this was Toy Story 3, and that movie was fantastic. So straight after that masterpiece, we get like Cars 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. Cars 2.
Okay, so what's the
Cars
decision?
2 Cars 2 Furious.
2 Cars, 2 Furious.
What's the decision?
Cars and Furious 3 coming up next.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I-
that-
I think I'd leave Cars 2 in D tier and I'll fight on that hill. Although
I
if you guys,
personally would put it C tier.
Okay, can I be honest with you, Jason?
Yeah.
I feel like Cars 2 belongs in low C or high D, but the Good Dinosaur comes after it.
well, can we at least make a compromise so we keep the Good Dinosaur in D tier and then we'll have Cars
Yes.
2 above?
Yeah, I feel
Although
like
I think
that's
Cars
fair.
2 was worse. Although I think Cars 2 is worse than the Good Dinosaur, like I can live with that compromise.
Alright, we can leave it at this. Are you happy with this, Jason?
Okay.
Okay,
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Cars
Cars
3.
3.
I feel
I
like it's an A.
I've only watched like a certain amount and then I didn't finish it. So
Bruh.
I think I watched like 60% of the movie.
Hmm.
Okay,
So-
can
I
I
watched the
put a
whole thing
proposition?
like twice. Oh, 2 or 3 times. Sorry, 3 times.
Austin, I have a proposition, alright? I
Yeah.
feel like this one is either low A or high B.
Ooh, look, there's a lot of things to appreciate about Cars 3. For one, it actually feels like a sequel to the original Cars compared to Cars 2, which felt like a made to tall tale because it
Can
actually
Ciao.
focuses because it actually focuses on the racing and the whole thing with legacy, on how Lightning McQueen is becoming an old car, which is strange funny because he looks exactly the same as he was in the first movie, so difficult to see him getting older. So
Yep.
I think it's due to the other cars being so much more advanced so quickly.
yeah. And Jackson Storm was kind of a boring villain. I wasn't very intimidated
He
by
isn't
him.
really a
I wasn't that
villain.
I wasn't he is though. He's the antagonist.
He is the
Yeah.
antagonist, but he's just faster. It's not. It's just that Lightning McQueen. The real villain of the story is just Lightning McQueen battling with himself, and the fact that he can't accept that he is getting older. You know?
Cars, but Lightning McQueen has cancer.
Okay. Yes. I wouldn't argue with I think the movie is fine. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I just think it's okay. But if I were to say something, I wouldn't mind you putting it in low B tier. Or C or high C tier.
It's better than Incredibles 2. It's more memorable.
Yeah, okay.
Wazowski.
Are you happy with this,
Okay.
Jason?
Yeah. For what I
Okay.
watched, it was fine. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
it
fine.
will work.
Yeah, although a B means
The
it's
ending
good,
sucks.
so you
That's
think
the only
it's a
thing I
good
don't
movie,
like.
James.
The only thing I don't like is the ending.
Yeah, the ending was a bit like, eh.
It was just a bit like of a cash out, I feel. Like they took the
Mm.
easy way out with the ending.
Yeah. Alright, next one. I don't think you guys remember this one very well. A Bug's Life.
Like, kind of. Wasn't it the one with the hornets attacking and they got a bunch of circus bugs or something?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched this movie quite recently as well. You know, I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think it's like great or a masterpiece or anything. Like, they do the whole like liar reveal trope, where they figure out that no, these bugs aren't warriors, they are circus bugs. Main character, you lied to us. Now we banish you. It does that trope that I find super annoying in movies
Yeah.
because it's overplayed. I think the villain is really entertaining. I think it's just I think the movie can be really funny and fun as well. So
Well,
I think some of the bug characters can be fun, but a lot of them can be annoying too. I don't care for the ant colony themselves because they're just a bunch of douches, and I don't like them. So
yeah.
I would probably put it in B tier, above Cars 3.
What?
James, have you watched A Bug's Life recently?
Not
Like, if you-
recently, but I've watched it and I don't
But do you remember
enjoying
it well? That's the thing. Because
From what I
watched it
remember,
fairly-
I didn't really enjoy it. But would you really say high B?
Maybe not high B, but I would put it above Cars 3, personally.
Jason, you have thoughts?
Austin is the only one who can really has a say, so
Yeah, but he already has a bias against Cars 3.
I don't have a bias against Cars 3, I just think it's better than Cars 3.
Can we? This decide later, I think.
No,
James,
I'm
let
the
it
only
go.
one that has
Purple
seen
B.
it.
Well,
I'm the only
I-
one that has
Yeah.
actually seen it.
Yeah.
I don't mind putting it here, but fine.
James, you argued that I shouldn't put Spider-Man Homecoming above Let There Be Carnage and argue against that because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but that was a majority because me and Jason had both seen it, but you hadn't.
Yo,
You
this
get
is
what
the
I'm
one
saying?
where I've only seen it. You guys
Only
don't
you
have
have
seen
seen
it
it.
probably, but I haven't remembered it.
We
yeah.
have seen it, but we just don't remember it.
Oh, exactly.
That gives Austin more of an opinion. It gives him
Exactly.
the more validation.
Yeah, that is true, but it's a very high ranking.
Well, you haven't seen it, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm judging a book by its cover, so to be fair though.
Wally S tier.
S tier.
I'd put
Where
it
though?
below Ratatouille in my opinion.
Yeah, there. Bro, and
Oh,
the
Cars
game.
is
I know I
so
keep
full.
mentioning games, but
Oh
the
yeah,
game was
that was
awesome.
fun. Yeah,
Dude,
that was
Pixar
fun.
had some banger games.
Bro, I don't know how they got it right, but they got it right with that game.
But the
They got
movie,
it really
but the
right.
movie's even better. Like the movie was just so sweet and wholesome,
was
and
so-
also very scary as
Wow.
well for how how the future is gonna be like. Because I feel we're getting closer
Eva.
to that.
Hey, James, fix Bug's life.
What are you talking
Fix
about?
Bug's life. Put it back to where it was.
James, put Bugs Life back to where it was. Okay, so I
Eva.
also really loved like the relationship between Wally and Eva. I think was
yeah.
so cute, and I just loved it, and it was such a wonderful experience. Oh,
James.
James. No,
Okay.
Monsters,
I'd
Inc.
say
is
it's
tier.
better than Finding Nemo.
I think it's better than Cars, but not as good as The Incredibles.
No, it's a good movie.
2319. We got a 2319. Guys,
I
We
did
have a
love
movie-
this movie.
we have a movie where it has the best like duo in cinema.
I
Which
know.
And they're so
But-
funny together, and the world building is so unique, and the relationship between Boo and Sully is just so wholesome and sweet.
And it's
And like,
another movie with an epic game.
exactly, and like also just such a wonderful, just a wonderful story, and it's just so like funny. It's the funniest Pixar movie. That's
But
above
Austin-
Cars at least.
It can't compare with Ka-chow. Owen Wilson saying Ka-chow.
Yeah, but but can't compare to Saul Goodman saying boo.
Bro, like, here's the thing. If I went up to a random girl I liked and I said Ka-chow, what do you think are the chances of my Riz being successful? It's gonna be a 0.1%, but it's a higher percent chance than saying boo.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah,
proved my point.
Yeah, but no, but James, what do you think? Monsters Inc. better than Cars? I think so.
No.
James, I think your mic cut. No, why? No, Cars. Monsters Inc.'s a masterpiece.
Ka-chow and
No.
Owen Wilson, that's all I need.
Brad, what? No. Mike Wazowski and Sully are the
Yo.
best duo in cinema. How can you put
Austin's-
that below
Austin-
Cars?
Austin, can I tell you something? For me
Yeah.
personally, Incredibles, Cars, and Monsters Incorporated are pretty much on the same level for me,
Mm.
personally. But you can't put them on the same level, it's a tier list, so...
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So, James, what do you think? So, you think Cars is better?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
This
Nah.
disappointment in his voice.
Yeah, I put Inside Out an 8 here, although it has a very...
Low or high? It's better than
I
up.
think-
Mid-A.
I think I put it below Up, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more
I
than
think-
It was a
okay.
good movie, but it wasn't their most outstanding.
Look, it
Coco
had a
S.
very... Wait, I'm still talking about Inside
Sorry,
Out.
sorry. I'm
So,
excited about Coco.
For it, to me, Inside Out just had a very like a really bad plot hole. Like, I don't know if you guys remember where the guys who are working with the memories and stuff, where they send this one specific memory up to Riley's head, where it's always
Yeah.
like this cringy song that she can't stop thinking about.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
when joy and sadness are down there with the core memories, why didn't they just send the core memories up that pipe all the way to headquarters?
I don't remember, to be honest.
You're right.
Yeah, but other than that, I think it's a very sweet and really enjoyable movie. I think the importance of all your emotions and also sadness and the importance of sadness as well is also just a really touching scene. Like when Joy was stuck in the pit with Bing Bong, and she had that scene and
Bing
realization
bong, bing
on
bong,
how
bing bong, bing bong,
feel
on how
like
bing
important
bong.
status was one of the best scenes in Pixar's library, in my opinion.
I feel like my girlfriend has got like with all the if there's ADHD is one of them, she's got definitely.
And Inside
Bing
Out
bong.
2 is coming out as well, which
And they're
is very
gonna make her
unnecessary.
lesbian.
Well, I
No,
don't know
that's a
about that.
theory.
That's just
A
a
movie
theory. A
theory.
film theory.
Okay.
Alright. Coco, S tier.
Okay, I'm gonna talk now. I personally wasn't interested in Coco.
Oh,
I know.
Oh.
It's just I didn't enjoy it. Like I can tell why people enjoy it, but it just wasn't my cup of tea.
remember me. Dude, Coco.
That was a good part, the remember me part, but I just didn't really gel with it like the other movies.
Jason,
Yeah, it was just an
Coco
odd one
is
for me.
the only movie other than Soul on this list that made me cry.
Yeah,
I've
Coco's
watched
ending.
Coco.
Coco has the best ending of any Pixar movie.
That is true.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also
I
the
can't-
rest of it's
I'm-
also really
yeah.
good. Like the passionate music and also the story about family and also the whole thing with the Mexican heritage was just very unique and stands out compared to the other Pixar movies. So for me, I'd say the weakest part for me was the villain, because although he's not bad himself, there's this one scene in the end of the movie where they're in the final battle, and then there was like a whole thing where one of the family members took a camera and literally just recorded him expositing his evil plan, which is so generic. It's so funny. I literally laughed when that happened. That was really
Yeah.
stupid.
I'm just gonna let you guys decide because I'm not gonna put a tier for it just because it's just not my cup of tea, so it's not my say on where to rate it. So it's
Okay.
up to you guys. Yeah,
Ooh, James
I
D
mean-
tier, no.
James. I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
Cool.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, James.
Okay,
I would
can
put
I
it-
tell you where in S it should be?
Where would you put it?
I would put it. So I haven't watched The Incredibles, so I won't say The Incredibles, but between Wall-E and Cars, I feel
No.
maybe between The Incredibles and Cars. I
Look,
feel
I agree it's better than Cars.
it is the
but
best
personally-
modern Pixar movie by a mile.
Oh, yeah.
This is. I feel like this one is my favorite Pixar movie out of all of them.
I can like respect that, but you know, I would actually put it like on one hand, I think it's better than Cars, but on the other hand, I don't think it's as good as Monsters Inc. I flippin' adore Monsters Inc.
Okay.
So no, James, wait. We need to decide on that. So I will put it below Monsters Inc.
I feel like that's not doing it justice.
No, but it's still an S tier. It still means it's a fantastic
I know,
movie.
but saying that it's worse than Cars is like
Yeah, I know.
no.
But that's why I
it's
think
better
Monsters
than
Inc. is better than
Cars.
Cars. But it's not as
And,
good as Monsters Inc.
and Coco is better than Monsters Inc. I'm sorry, but it is.
Okay, James, I'll compromise with you and say it's better than Cars, but under The Incredibles. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, that's where I wanted to put
Bro,
it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but it doesn't mean it's bad. So
Yeah. Well, I think
I
it's fantastic.
personally prefer Yorkshire tea.
Chai tea, what'd you say, Miles?
Chai tea. Chai means tea.
Alright.
So guys, for
No.
these, for Toy Story 2, 3, and 4,
Yes,
let's
yeah.
do speed round.
No, I don't want to
Toy Story-
speed run it because I want to talk
Toy Story
about it.
2, S tier.
S tier.
Yeah,
S
but
tier.
where?
Above
Uh,
Coco.
yeah.
No.
Above Coco.
Above
Sorry,
Cars.
James, majority vote. Above
Majority
Coco.
vote above.
Okay,
yeah,
Toy
okay.
Story
James,
3.
Toy
Toy Story
Story,
2
that
is one of the wait, guys. Toy Story 2 is one of the best sequels ever made. I think
Okay,
it has
cool.
to really. I think the whole thing with Buzz and the gang going to the toy barn as well. I think it was a really fun ride trying to get to Woody. But the Woody stuff was just like a really cool introspection on how Woody was like, what does it fully mean to be a toy? Should I make a child happy or should I just stay in a museum? And I think Jesse as well and Bullseye were just fun additions to the character roster, and it was just overall such a fantastic movie, and it's endlessly rewatchable.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
I put that in high A tier, above up.
I agree.
Jason?
Really?
Yeah,
I
I think it's a
personally
really.
think I personally feel Toy Story 3 was the best of the Toy Story movies.
I used to
didn't
think
like
that
Toy
as
Story
well.
3.
You know what? You don't like Toy Story 3?
No, I didn't like it. I'd like it now, but back when I was a kid, the monkey scared me.
Oh, the monkey.
Okay,
did
that
scare
was
me
the
too.
scariest part of the movie.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't
okay.
like watching the movie because of the monkey.
The monkey.
My GED essays have prepared me for this. Okay, so Toy Story 3, okay. That movie had such a good story to it. It's a story how they end up in like this day center or whatever, and they're with
Yeah.
these other toys, and they feel like they're in a great space. There's the purple teddy bear who's so kind to them, and they're just living. Although they miss Andy, it's also a nice place. And then like just that the plot twist where the purple teddy bear and his gang get a hold of Buzz, wipe him, turn him into a Espanol, and
That
then
was actually scary.
and like that was crazy to me. And they had the scary monkey in charge of surveillance, and how they had to do everything they could to turn Buzz back. He became some romantic guy with wanted Jessie or something, but
Yeah.
like it's like they and like just the way how the ending, like they accepted their fate that they were gonna be burnt. They
Yeah.
accepted they were gonna die. Now that is such a sad and emotional ending to it.
You know what,
And
James?
then-
James?
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I put it in S tier, but above the original Toy Story, but below Monsters Inc.
Actually going to propose something else. I was gonna say, why don't we leave it at high A, but then we move the original Toy Story below it? Because I feel like Toy Story 3 is better than the original Toy Story.
You know what? That works.
Okay.
Okay, let me. Okay, so Toy Story 3, I do really love it as well. I think also just the whole fact it was like Andy growing up and them like realizing it's that time where they're gonna have to separate. And even Woody, he was supposed to go with Andy to college, but the ending of the movie was so perfect, it should have ended the Toy Story franchise. That's where it should have stopped. Because it was so perfect.
But Austin
It
agreed.
was.
But Austin agreed.
Agreed, yeah. Toy Story 4, I think we can go... Unless, James, you want to talk further about 3.
Nah, it was just scary. I don't remember it really well otherwise. Just I thought it was better than Toy Story 1. But it
Yeah.
is more modern, so...
Toy Story 4, look,
Edible.
it's not bad, but it was unnecessary.
How'd low be?
Lobby, yeah.
No, C tier.
It's... no.
It's
Better than
better
Finding
than Finding Dory, yeah.
It is, but it's still C tier.
It's not C. I wouldn't do
Look,
that. I wouldn't do
Toy
it that
Story
would-
way.
4, this is the most unnecessary movie of all time.
Oh,
Jason,
it is.
It's your
Toy Story
choice.
Toy Story 3 ended in such a beautiful way, and Toy Story 4, what it does, it just untightens the bow of the trilogy. And now it's just like, now they're making a Toy Story 5, so it proves my point that this wasn't made for the art. It was made to just cash in. And
For
for
the
me,
money.
this movie was just like, look, it's not bad, if anything, standing on its own, like FJ, standing on its own, it's an alright. It's actually a pretty decent to good movie, but like compared to the rest of the trilogy, it doesn't stack up because they ruined Buzz Lightyear's character. He turned from a capable guy to a dum dum, and then Woody, like
Woody.
the whole point of Woody is that the whole point of Woody's character was that he was loyal to his kids, and the whole thing with Bonnie as well. You know, the girl, like she desperately wanted Woody at the end of Toy Story 3, and then literally the next movie, I don't want the toy anymore. It's like it literally just made me like frustrated because I'm like, look, like because we literally established that Bonnie really desperately wanted Woody, and now it's just like, you know what? It's C tier.
I'd say low B. It
So you think it's
just
pretty
creeps
good?
into B, like just crawls over.
What do you
B
think?
for
James?
Brave, guys.
B
No,
for
Brave sucks.
I never
It
watched
wasn't.
it.
So Brave wasn't terrible. Like, for me, my biggest issue is that I just didn't like the Irish part. I didn't like the Irish
Scotland.
mythical
I'm
stuff.
Irish. I'm offended.
It's Scottish guys. You guys got the
Oh,
nationality wrong.
Scottish. Sorry,
It's
sorry.
I'm not
Scottish.
Scottish.
Scotland forever! S tier!
Scotland forever.
Okay,
No,
locking it in.
no, guys,
I
no,
can't. I
no,
can't
just-
click anymore.
No, move it. Wait,
I can't.
move it.
I can't move it. I can't move it.
James, you can move it.
I can move all the other ones, but I can't move that one. For some
Dude.
reason.
James, move Brave. I
I'm
would put it.
clicking my mouse.
James, you can move it.
Guys, you can see I'm clicking my mouse.
You're right clicking it.
That's the right button, isn't it? It's right mouse.
James.
So therefore
James,
it is
I'm
right.
gonna stick my hand through my monitor. It's gonna come out through your monitor, and I'm gonna strangle you.
Okay, which
Okay.
one? Where do you guys
Uh,
wanna?
Yeah.
B.
D. D. D.
C. Let's creep it
Okay.
up. C. It's be lenient.
Okay. Brave was the most fun I've ever had with Brave. Was watching the timer, watching the movie end, watching
Yes.
the time bar of the movie. That was the most fun I've had. Just waiting for it to get closer to its end.
Yes.
It was the most boring movie I've ever seen. The main character is the most annoying protagonist I think I've ever seen. She's such an unlikable character. The whole bear twist was pretty dumb. And overall, like when I saw the trailer for this movie, on the DVD of Cars 2, it was kind of like intriguing because like this looked like a mature story. But honestly, it felt more like very childish, especially with the kid characters. You know,
Yeah.
like with the kids, and it's just a very boring, very like compared to the rest of the filmography, it doesn't stack up.
I
So
think James wants to do Onward.
okay, so I'll put Brave in D tier, but high C tier. I'm like, okay, fine.
I haven't watched
Onward.
Onward, so
I watched it, but I don't remember it very well. They
Eh.
do a quest for something. Chris Pratt
for
and
bring
Tom
back their
Holland.
dad. To bring back their
They
dad
get
for a
Tom
few
Holland,
hours.
don't they?
Yeah, it's Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. It's
C tier.
fine, dude. Don't be a simp for Spider-Man. We did
It is
Spider-Man
better
one
than
earlier.
Toy Story 4.
Ooh,
Gosh,
no,
I'm
no,
cute,
no, no, no,
Connor.
no, no, no. Look, it is, but I wouldn't put it in B tier.
Yeah,
That's a bit
but-
too high.
No, but it is better than Toy Story 4.
No, but it's not B tier. I'm sorry, it's not good.
I
It's
didn't
a
enjoy it, but I
okay
felt like I enjoyed it more than Toy Story 4.
But then why is Toy Story 4 in B tier?
No idea.
Wait, what are you guys doing?
What do you think,
James.
Jason?
Okay, let me explain myself. Onward was a very I don't know. Onward, like I like the brotherly dynamic.
It is better
I
than
found-
Brave.
Way better than Brave. Better
Okay.
than Finding Dory as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Onward for me was just kind of meh. Chris Pratt for me in the movie, like I'm not a Chris Pratt hater or anything, but I found his character to be very obnoxious. I found the quest to be whatever, and the concept is cool with mythical creatures like in a world full of magic where all the magical people forgot about it, then just started using smartphones and stuff and modern technology. That's cool and all, but it's like I don't know, they just didn't do it the best.
Bro, you just gotta look into the eyes of the ones you love.
Yeah.
Love
Nah,
and Thunder reference.
I haven't seen Love and Thunder.
I don't,
Chris
bro.
Pratt was like, you just gotta look into the eyes of the ones you love, and then Thor like leans forward into his face to look into his eyes.
Yeah,
It was
but no.
that was a bad movie.
It was.
Okay, but Onward was fine. Alright. Let's do
Ah.
Soul.
I have not
S.
watched it.
S.
I wouldn't go that far.
Just awesome.
I would put it in A tier.
No, okay, I'll negotiate with you. The lowest S. Lower than Finding Nemo.
I would not, James, above Toy Story 3, really?
Yes! Soul is
Really?
a good movie, yeah.
Look,
It's
I'm
such
not gonna
an
deny that
interesting and
Soul-
fun movie, and it was actually really sad.
yeah, but I wasn't a big fan of the end. Like, the ending kind of ruined it for me.
What do you mean? Okay, to be honest with you, I don't really remember the ending. It's been a while.
Okay, so how the movie ended was, he gave his tag to, 22, who was the kid character, who was the ghost who didn't want to go to Earth because she thinks Earth is a waste of time. But after their misadventures of spending time on Earth, she wanted to go. So then he decided that he'll give his tag away, which was allowed for him to go back to Earth. Gave it to her to to go back to Earth, so to go to Earth and live her life. So then he goes up to the stairway, he goes up to like the afterlife to be like, hey, I've done my life, I've done everything and I'm full, so I'll just go and accept it. And then
That's a good movie.
but then at the end, no, listen. But then they're like, oh no, actually you can return back to Earth because we think so. And for me that just ruined a lot of it, because for me if the movie had a more emotional impact, I think he should have stayed dead. In my opinion, it would have made the story a lot more emotional.
I mean,
a
he
lot
learned
more
to appreciate
interesting.
life more.
Yes, and he did, and then he realized that, yeah, but he did, but at the end of the day, it's not as impactful. Where he's like, he sacrificed his time, the rest of his life on Earth to give someone else another chance. And if that ended where he should, on that shot where he's accepted, I would have put it in S tier like quick. But that ending just really ruined it for me.
I guess.
It's still a great movie, but I wouldn't put it above Toy Story 3. I'd put it below it.
I put it above, I feel. Jason
Ugh,
hasn't seen it.
he hasn't seen it. So, okay. Why don't we put it put it in A, but the top of A.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright. Have you guys seen Luca?
No.
Vespa Simulator 2023 S tier for the win.
I know Jessica likes Luca, I think.
I
My
like it.
favorite part is the Vespa part.
Yeah, I like the movie. I think it was a really fun, charming movie. It's not like the
It's
best
not
movie of all
Toy Story, though.
time. No, but it's just fun and it's just a nice, cozy movie to just vibe
Yeah.
to.
I think
So-
lower A tier.
Yeah, I'd put it like below Monsters University.
Yeah.
I just, there's not much to say about it. I just think it's cute.
Okay, turning red. Jessica says that movie's terrible, and you know her standards. She liked
Sure.
Green Lantern, so if she
But
doesn't
isn't
like
it-
that movie,
Okay,
I've
well, I
actually
haven't
watched it.
seen Turning Red. I know Jessica says she didn't like it, but Jason, you gotta be honest. Jessica is the most die-hard Disney fan.
And yet she
Like,
didn't like it.
I think she would actually kill someone if it meant she could go to Disneyland even for 2 hours. Like, she is a die-hard Disney fan, and she knows her stuff with like, especially with like movies focused on girls. And to my understanding, Turning Red is focused towards girls.
Yes, exactly.
So I
Well,
think
Okay.
I'm gonna trust her on it.
Wait, but you guys
if
haven't
Je-
seen it though, so you don't actually
But
have
Jessica
an opinion.
says it's bad. She's
Yeah,
told
but
me multiple
she's
times
not
it's
part of the
bad.
list, is she?
Yeah,
well, then
but
should I
I'm
phone
her
her and
twin,
ask her?
and she's telepathically talking to me.
We will.
Before you guys do that, can I say what I think of it?
Sure.
What?
Meh.
Meh.
It's not my thing, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's just not for me personally. I appreciate the I appreciate like the cool things with like his mom with her mom with you know, their relationship dynamic. I think that was pretty well done, but I don't know. It's a little too loud for me.
Hello?
Like I know I sound like an old man, but it seems so loud. Oh, is she on the phone?
Hi, sorry. Yeah, I'm talking to Jessica.
I was about
okay.
to call her.
Sorry, I'm on the phone with the guys, and we're recording, and I was wondering what because we're doing the Disney Pixar tier listing thing, and Turning Red has just come up, and neither Jason and I have seen it, but we both know that you hate that movie. So can you
And I saw it.
elaborate? Can you guys hear her, by the way?
No.
No. Oh wait, yeah.
Kinda.
Okay, they said
Hi,
that.
Jessica.
Oh. Turning Red.
Why don't you like it?
It just it talks about like inappropriate things that like for younger watchers,
Viewers.
and well, yeah, this so the main character is like very obsessed with a boy as well, and yeah, like draws him like hundreds of, not hundreds, but a lot of pages of just this one boy. And just,
Sounds like you.
you gotta know. Huh? No.
I'm joking.
About Reinhardt.
Yeah, no, it's just, I guess the writing wasn't great, so it's just like
Yeah,
kind of cringy.
Austin likes it.
No, I did say I liked it. I said it was
don't.
fine.
I didn't even
I think it
Oh,
was
no, sorry,
fine.
he's correcting me. He said it was fine.
It was It was a
It
meh.
was okay.
If you could
just
put
like
it in
the
a tier
emoji
list,
movie.
where would you put it?
But worse than Cars 2, really?
What's the lowest? What's the highest?
The lowest is D and the highest is S.
You know, if that's possible.
Do you think it's better or worse than Brave?
I think it's better than Brave.
It's worse than Brave. Trust me, it's worse than Brave.
Austin says it's better
Oh my-
than Brave.
Brave sucks.
Okay.
Is
Because in
it better or
C
worse
tier-
than The Good Dinosaur?
Is it better or worse than The Good Dinosaur?
It's better than The Good Dinosaur.
It's been a while since I've watched The Good Dinosaur, but I don't know.
It's-
I don't know.
I'll
That's
call you
SD.
back. Is that okay? We almost done.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, Jessica. Bye bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Wait, she's like in the room next to me.
Okay.
Alright. So I'll put Turning Red like below Onward. No, below Onward, James.
She says it's worse than Brave.
Yeah, I agree with Jessica.
No, it's-
She's a girl.
Hey,
You're not a
no,
girl.
no, no,
Austin.
no.
You aren't a
Guys,
girl.
listen. Nah, that's just not fair, guys. Who's
Yes,
the?
it is.
She's not part of the tier list. It's only
Okay,
the three
Jason,
of
shall
us.
we vote? Jessica's or Austin's?
Jessica's.
Jessica's.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay,
When-
stuff you guys.
Yo, Jessica's upset. She's like, Turning Red is worse than Cars 2.
No, I'm sorry, Jessica. Nothing's worse than Cars 2.
The good
Cars-
dinosaur.
I wouldn't say that either, but anyway. Alright, guys, can we just sort Elemental out quickly because I haven't seen it?
Sam.
I heard it's bad, so Didier.
No, put it in haven't watched. We can't judge it because since we haven't seen it. So just add
this is
another
the first
tier.
time we have to add.
Add
another
row below. No, don't change it to white yet. You have to
Oh
click on
snap!
it.
Oh, snap.
Control
Snap
Z, James.
crackle. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Sunday Ride.
Yeah, we can't give full judgment because I've heard people say some people say it's bad or others have said it's just alright. So look, I haven't fully seen it, but hey, what you gonna do? Yep.
It's about
Wait,
a hot
whoops.
girl
James.
in love with a liquidated guy.
Liquid Man.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
she's real hot, literally.
Okay.
And
Lightyear.
Lightyear.
Have you guys seen? Who hasn't seen Lightyear? And who has seen Lightyear?
I
I
haven't
haven't.
seen it.
Okay, I've seen it, so it means I can say what I say about it. Okay. Lightyear is terrible. No, no, no. Lightyear
Whoop.
is bad.
Oh, I can't put it back down.
Okay, alright, okay, so Lightyear. Lightyear, for me, put it above Cars 2. There, D
Really?
tier, perfect. Dude, Lightyear is terrible. Dude,
So
literally.
why is it
it's one of-
better than Cars 2?
Because Cars 2 is just. Look, the thing is with Cars 2. Cars 2 is terrible in the sense that it's annoying and it's frustrating with its plot.
But it's Ka-Chow
Lightyear.
2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, but there's not. Dude, most of it's with stinking Mater.
Yes,
James,
James
no.
understands. James understands.
No! No, not S tier, guys. Are you crazy? No! No, 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 no. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Okay. So Lightyear is just really boring and uninspired. Just like James, put Coco back.
I saw that.
Dude, Lightyear is just so uninspired, so boring. I was so literally bored throughout the entire thing. It was just really unenjoyable. I think the characters are annoying, especially there was a very unfunny gag in the movie as well, where this guy's obsessed over a pen and he wants to do something with the pen so that he can feel useful, and it was just very unfunny and it overstayed its welcome. The twist, I'm not going to spoil the twist in case you guys do end up seeing
I
it,
don't think we
but
care.
it's one of the worst twists I've ever seen. Okay, you guys want it spoiled?
No.
Yeah.
I want to go through the pain unspoiled.
Okay, then I won't spoil it, but just a warning, the twist is really bad.
Not as
And
bad as Oliver
Zerg-
Twist.
Oh, you
and
told
Zerg
me.
as well.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you told me.
And Zerg is one of the worst. Zerg is terrible in this movie.
No.
Zerg
I
sucks.
always loved Zerg as a bad guy.
Yeah,
He
well,
was
they
always
ruined
cool.
him. They
Then you'd
ruined
love
him.
Billie
in
Eilish.
Lightyear.
I'm the
So-
bad guy.
So yeah, that's my opinions on Buzz Lightyear. I don't have much to say on it, but yeah. Okay, so what are you doing? No, that's basically it, guys. So personally, just looking at Pixar as a whole, it's so good to see how many bangers they actually had. I mean,
Yeah.
We had like, look at how many movies we have in S tier. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they've made so many good movies. It's just that ever since Cars 2, they just haven't been as consistent as they were in the 2000s. Like, if you notice the movie, like every movie from Toy Story 1 to Toy Story 3, like the ones that were released in the 2000s, they're on our list. They're all above B tier.
Yeah.